Hello guys and welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm going to show you what's the difference between let and var and what is hoisting. So let's get started. First I'll open my JavaScript file and let me first show you what is the difference between let and var. Okay, as I told you, var were used in ES5 and the older versions of JavaScript. So let me tell you about versions. So there are a lot of versions of JavaScript. So the most used or the latest ones are ES6, ES7, ES 2019, and but the problem is that our browser only understand ES5. At least most of the browsers, only the new ones can understand ES6. So yeah, so when we were using var in the older versions, we had a very big problem. You might have heard JavaScript developers, complain about it, that even when they haven't declared variables or initialized variables, uh, the program doesn't show an error. It just works. It doesn't give a value of it, but it doesn't show an error. If I have declared, not declared x, and somewhere I am using x, so it doesn't show an error. So yeah, so JavaScript is an interpreted language. It means that it reads code line by line. It's same in Ruby and same in Python. So, okay, so like I told you in the last video, var is function scoped and let is block scoped. So what is a function or what is a block? Okay, so function, I won't go into functions now because it's a topic of later. But okay, let me just difference between, oh, I'm so bad at spelling, between let and var. Okay, so I'm just making a function here. Don't worry about what is the function for now. I'm making it function fun and this. So for now, just understand that this is a function, and whatever I declare in this function will stay in this function until I return it. So I mean to say that if I declare a variable here, it can only be accessed in this function. And what is a block? So block is something that is enclosed in these curly braces. So for this function, block is just this function. For this, the block is this. Whatever is between these two curly braces is its scope. Okay, so is its scope or its block. Okay, and if I make an if statement, just nothing, I'll explain it later too. So for an if statement 2, its block or its scope is just these, whatever is inside these two curly braces. So this scope, this scope is different than this scope. If I declare something here, it cannot be accessed in its parent scope. Okay, scoping is you don't understand scoping as you write code more and more, and I'm trying my best to explain what scoping is. Okay, so there are basically two types of scoping: global scoping and local scoping. Global scoping is something which you declare a variable and can be used by any function or any program any function or any code that you want. That is its child or is its vicinity. So for this function, for specifically this function, this whole file is global. So if I make a variable here, so let's say let's make it glob and make it Mohawk. And if I try to access it here, like console.log, this glob variable, it can easily be, and let me just run this function. So don't worry about the function part right now. It might seem a little bit difficult or something to you, but it's nothing. So let me just run this file, and you can see Mohawk is printed here. My name is printed here. because it can be accessed here. But what if I declare the variable here and try to access it here, console.log globe. So you can see, please note that whatever is inside these curly braces is that scope. So now this globe variable is locally scoped. Before it was globally scoped. So this globe variable can only be accessed within these braces or this function. And so let me just show you what will the variable be. So see, here it's showing an error. Globe is not defined because I am accessing globe outside its scope. So I think scoping is a little bit clear to you now. So let me now just come to the difference between let and var. So, and I told you something about hoisting, right? So let me just show you instead of telling you. So I'm making a var variable here, var. Remember it, please note that. And I'm making it again something. Let's make it world. I don't know, and make it foo. Okay. And let's make okay. So if I console log it, console.log world, there's something wrong, but it's working. Okay, but let me just show you one thing. Var world, I have just declared it, but I have not initialized it yet now. Okay, I am console logging it for the world variable, and now I am initializing it. World equals to, let's say, my name, Mohak. So what would be your guess? What will be the output? Will it give output as Mohak, or will it give an error? If you think that the output will be Mohawk, then you're very wrong. And if you think it will give an error, then also you are wrong. See, this is the funny thing about JavaScript, right? So, okay, let me console log. Okay, let me just show you for now. What will it output? You can see it's neither giving an error, not giving the Mohawk. So it's showing me just undefined. So why is that? This is called hoisting. So hoisting in ES5 and before and or earlier versions, so it's something like the code runs 2 times, the interpreter runs 2 times. First it just goes through the variables, just making sure if there is any error or something, and then it runs once again. If you have declared a variable, it will initialize the variable in the next run. So in the first run it will see a variable is declared, okay, and as I told you, it runs line by line. It just sees, okay, world is declared, okay, no error is there, and then it run again. And then it has already in its memory has initialized world with undefined because world variable has no value or anything. So when it runs again, when it runs the actual code, it just outputs undefined, and then it will run, and then I am initializing it for the void Mohawk. So it's a bit problematic. So I want to show you the real difference between var and let here. Okay, as you can see, let me just remove it. I'm making the word variable here as, equal, let's see, Mohawk. Okay. And what if I now let me declare a let variable here too. Let hello is equal to hello. And this is another block. Okay, I am declaring here another var variable. Let's make it hello2. Sorry, not hello2, hello2. And I'll make it hello2. And let me make it let variable next again, hello3. Okay guys, I'll console it happen, console.log hello3, hello 2 and hello 3. And here too, I'm consoling log just to show you the difference right now. World and hello variable. Okay. And let me just run it. So you can see everything is working fine. Its world is printing out Mohawk and hello is printing out hello and hello 2 is printing out hello 2 and hello 3 is also printing out hello 3. So let me just access these two outside this if block. So what do you think will happen? Will these work? Yeah, maybe. Or what if one of them don't? Okay, let's find out. Let me just run your code. And you can see it's giving me an error. The error is showing it's in hello 3 variable. Why? Because I declared it with let. So as I told you, let is a block scoped variable. It can only be accessed within these braces, within this block. So when I console logged hello 3 here, it was fine. It was not giving me any error. But when I accessed hello 3 outside this block, it's giving me an error. Okay, hello 3 is not there or it's not defined. But there is one more thing that you can notice, that hello 2 is working. Okay, if I remove hello 3 and just run this code, hello 2 is working. Hello 3 was giving me an error, but hello 2 is not. Why? Because I declared it with var variable, var keyword. So like I told you, var is a function scope variable. This var keyword or var variable or hello2 variable can be accessed anywhere within this function, even if I declare it in any scope. So even outside this scope, I can access hello2 variable, even if I declared it in a different scope or it's a child scope. Okay, just for reference, this function is a parent scope and anything inside it will be a child scope. And this can also have child scopes. If I say something if and if, so this if is a child scope of this if block, and this if block is a child scope of this function. So yeah, so this is the main difference between let and var. So it's better to use let and any of your programs. So that's it for this video, guys. We'll meet you in the next one.